If you are a high achieving woman and you are in a low spot and you don't feel equipped or you're judging yourself, this is for you. Here are 3 things that I want you to do when you're in this space. The very first one is to do everything in your power to not resist, to just let it be. Because you know that saying, it's true, that's why it gets repeated. What you resist persists. And the first law of spirit is acceptance. Because basically anything that we resist is putting us in an immediate state of suffering, or more so than we actually need to be in. It compounds what we might be going through, because now we are in rejection of what's happening. And acceptance doesn't always have to mean that you like it or that you agree, but to be able to just acknowledge this is what's happening right now. It allows you to just be very present, and you don't get caught. I mean, high achieving women, we are efficient, so you don't get caught there. You don't get caught in that place of rejecting it, because then that's where you stay, versus allowing it, moving through it, learning from it, and coming up and out. So that's the first thing. And really it's maybe more than 3 things, but I'll just add what's a second to the first one, and that is to employ the practice of neutral observation. There's something really, really powerful and life-changing. It has been for me and many, many individuals I know, when you can start to learn this practice and skill of neutrally observing. It really is about observing yourself, but once you become aware and able to do this, you can employ it in any situation with others, what's happening in the world. And it's not about having no feelings about anything. It's about first allowing yourself to be the witness, to come into that space of consciousness that recognizes that when you can actually just see things, acknowledge them, and not go right into an idea about them, a story about them, a judgment about them, the right and wrong making that we tend to do, that the brain likes to do to try to understand and comprehend. When you just witness, it is a very, very powerful thing. So while you are accepting, see if you can't practice. Let this be the beginning of practicing neutral observation. The second thing that you need to do is to go on a walk. You need to go on a walk. You need to go on a walk, and do not put your headphones in. Do not start listening to somebody else's voice. Do not listen to music. I don't even care how lovely it is. Be with yourself. Just listen to the rattling of your mind until it starts to settle. Give yourself the dignity of your own process. Support yourself. Show up for yourself in that way. It's like, it might feel uncomfortable because you haven't done it, because we're so used to overwhelming ourselves with so much intake all the time, especially with all these digital devices. It's like a common practice now in every way, shape, or form of our life. But this is why this is so much more important, because that's how you access your inner awareness, your inner knowing, your inner life, your inner divine intelligence. So go on a walk. Go on a walk. And you know what? Keep walking until you feel differently, until something has shifted. It's not about how long. It's about honoring the opportunity to hear yourself, to be with yourself. If you practice this, it will become more of your modus operandi. And the third thing that you must do when you are feeling just not great and just feel stuck perhaps, you need to get in nature. You need to get out in nature. One of the most powerful things about nature, and many people have said this, is how it reminds you of, maybe some people say it as how small you really are. Yes, in the scheme of things, it's humbling, and it's also a reminder of what you are a part of. That you are a piece of nature. You're not separate from nature. You're not just looking at nature. You are nature. You are a sentient being, like every single speck of sand here, all the ocean, all of the amazing organisms that are in the ocean that are helping to bring oxygen to this planet, which is how we can even be alive and breathe. You are that. You are a part of that. It's just like you are not separate from God. You are not separate from love. You are love. I hope this was helpful in some way. I encourage you to try it, practice it, let me know, and put down below what works for you. Share the wealth of the things that have helped you when you're in that place. Because for high achievers, it's really sometimes challenging to acknowledge it, to admit it, to share it, to be vulnerable, because we're so used to just pushing on and taking care of everything else and everyone. And that's become an outdated coping mechanism. That is at the root of burnout. It's not because all of a sudden you're just burnt out. You're burnt out because you can't keep denying what's true for you. You can't keep not taking care of you. You can't keep not living what's in alignment with your soul. And that pattern of overachieving was learned. You didn't come here with that. That's not some special character defect that you have. It was learned, it was modeled, and it's the way that you've gotten respect and love and opportunity and support. That's real. And it doesn't have to be the way that you operate for your eternity here as you. So try those things. Let me know. My name is Jennifer Herrera. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Until next time.